All right, good evening, folks. It is I, Chief Sarcan of Ask the Chief Streaming and the MMORPG.com streaming team. Today I'm here to present first ever, no NDA, level 1 through 15, no holds bars, question and answer review of WildStar. Yes, WildStar. Since I have new hats, I'll take that off now. So, today the NDA has been lifted for certain press sites. I was lucky enough to be chosen as part of the MMORG.com to bring WildStar to you. So strap on. I hope you enjoy the show and ask me all the questions you want while I go over the basics of the game. So with that, here we are in character creation. Just a little background about me. For those of you who are familiar with me, I have been associated with WildStar for quite some time, so hopefully I will be able to answer your questions pretty well. Here we are looking at the Dominion character creation. Let's see here. And you got your choices of your races here at the top, Exile, Dominion at the here, and your different choices, male and female Cassian, Draken, Chow, and your Makari. I'm doing this kind of quickly just so you guys can get a quick look so we can get more to the features. There's going to be lots of in-depth coverage on all these different stuff, but for the first show I just kind of wanted to give you the basics, answer some questions, and trying to get you familiar with what is so awesome about WildStar. So there we go, we have our races for the Dominion, and our races for the Exiles are similar. You got your humans, your Orans, your Granox, and your Mordesh. Okay, and we can go over different things. For each of the classes, you have Warrior, Engineer, Esper, Medic, Stalker, and Spellslinger. As you can see, some classes are locked out based on your race choice. So, but they are fairly evenly split. There's going to be an equal number of medics, an equal number of warriors, so on and so forth on both sides. So faction is down to choice, class is down to choice with some limiting factors, but not a lot. And then you have your path system, which is a really added layer that is a choice based on your playstyle. I'm sure if you're familiar with WildStar at all, you've seen the videos about what the different paths do. These are completely optional. There is nothing you have to do in game that require the paths. You do have to pick them at character creation, but they're another layer of depth to your whole gaming experience. So with that, let's just go through and make something so you can see the customizability of a class. And we're going to go ahead and start with the Cassian, so since that's the most common, people are familiar with human, so on and so forth. So we'll go with the Cassian. We'll go ahead and pick, what do you want to pick? Come on, class. My favorite is the Stalker, so we'll go with Stalker. And then the path, we'll just go ahead and go with the Soldier. Now you can click the Customize, and this is where character creation really gets fun. There is a lot of choices here. Now you can just hit Randomize here at the top and just kind of let it do its thing. Or you can get something that's close and then you go, nah, let's tweak it a little. So we're going to hit our face style. And you just can go down here and you can kind of choose the shape of your overall face. And there's lots of choices. Some classes, some races have more choices, but once you got your face style down to some degree, you get to customize it even farther. You can come in here and adjust your chin angle, your chin length, your eye angle, all the way down here. I mean, there's a ton of choices. And if you do something and you don't really like it, you can just hit the reset and set it all back to where it started. You got skin color choices. And so you can just really customize that. Hair color. I mean, a lot of these are pretty basics to all character creations, but this is how Carbine Studios has done it. Hairstyles. You can get down to your hairstyles here pretty good, and you can zoom in a little bit so you can kind of get a look at your character from different angles. Let's say we want to get funky with our hair. And I'll go to a different class here in just a sec to give you another look. And then we can say accept. There's also another nifty feature about this that I haven't seen in too many games. You can actually save or load a character loadout. So say you find the perfect look for your character and you want to keep that look forever. No matter how many times you remake a character, maybe you're going to make something on a new server and you want the same look. You can just hit the save loadout and you're going to get a code. You keep that code off someplace in a notepad. You come back in, you plug your code back in, you hit update character, and now you have your previously saved and preferred look to your character. Bam, done. No longer having to figure it out, which is a really cool thing. You can hit the reset all, and it goes right back to default. And then you can go back, and let's see here. Hit the accept, brings you back out. And you can go, oh, well, you know what? I changed my mind. Let's go be a Draken. Whoa, he's a beautiful guy, isn't he? And let's say we don't want him to be a stalker. Well, Drakens can be a spell slinger or a warrior. So let's pull out that sword or the guns. And let's customize him. Same thing. Not going to go through a whole lot of things, but let's just randomize some looks. Pretty intense. And you can get pretty specific with tattoos, the horns, all that type of stuff. Beautiful characters, I'm telling you. Nice guys. But to be fair, we all know you want to see them. So let's go take a look at an Orin real quick. Let's customize an Orin. Let's randomize this up a little bit. It randomizes the ears, it randomizes the tail a little bit, hairstyles. You can get pretty funky with this. It's pretty cool. And it always tells you with the symbols here of what class you are, everything like that, so on and so forth. Want to take a look at a male Orin? Let's do that real quick. Similar things. And of course, everybody's favorite, because it's the newest one. Let's go take a look at the Mordash. I love the Mordash. They're so awesome. Since they've been biochemically engineered to keep themselves alive, you have various ways and chemicals in different places that replaces your body. Look at that guy. Let's zoom in on that. That's not freaky at all, gosh. Look at that. Randomize it up, and now he looks almost normal, doesn't he? So, and how about the Granox? They're pretty awesome. Okay. And how about the Chow? Everybody wants to be a mad animal. And last but not least, let's randomize some Akari. So their brains is actually a crystallized type computer morphed with hardware. So with that, that just gives you a basic rundown of what character creation looks like. I am not going to start a new character today. I'm going to take you on to one of 2 characters that I currently have that are live, just so you can we can jump right into it, because I do not want to spoil ArcShip for you. That is not my intention, to show you all the gameplay and the tutorial area. I'm going to jump right in game. We're going to cover features and functions, answer questions, and go from there. So let me go ahead and do that. Get up to that real quick. Let's see here. So we're just going to cancel out of that. As you can see, I have 2 characters right now. I have one Dominion and 1 Exile. We're just going to jump right in on my higher level character. That way we can cover crafting, we can go look at housing, etc., etc. And so let's go. So currently I'm level 11. This is my stalker that I've been playing on this build. I've been playing beta for a very, very long time, so I've been wiped more times than we can count. Some of you may actually know me as Redacted. If you remember back in January, there was an Ask the Tester article that came out. Yes, that would be me. So, with that, let's get right on to it. I am here in Derridin. As you can see, here's the map system. Pretty in-depth. Lots of improvement have gone into this map over the years. You can see the areas I have been to and the areas I have not. You can see indicators on the map that says I have something to do over here, quests. Yellow ones are quests that will be over here. Orange ones are associated with the path system. You can go back out. There's lots of zones. We'll stay in this one. But it gives you an indication over here of how many things you have left to do on this map, which is really cool if you're a completionist like me. You want to try everything out. You want to make sure you've achieved everything. You found all the flight paths. You've found all the journals, the stories. You've done all the tasks. You've done all the challenges, and so on and so forth. So, it's pretty in-depth use of the system. You got drop downs here. You can put it in ghost mode to where it's behind you. You can see it, but you don't see it, and so on and so forth. It gives you indications and markers over here on the side. Pretty good. The nice thing about here is you can click on things or highlight. These are your quest objectives that are also listed down here, and it highlights on your map where you need to head towards. It won't tell you exactly where you got to go, but it does give you an indication of what direction. So you see I'm standing up here because I wanted to showcase the water system, but everything I currently have available to me says I need to go do stuff up here. So anyway, but as you can see, I'm on max video settings and I can see pretty far away. You can see the trees in the distance. You got the skyline. You got the pretty intense water system. You got something funny over here going on that just screams, hey, go investigate me. Something is happening over there. Got a big creature down here. He's a level 7. You can tell it pop up over there that gives you an indication of his levels and stuff. And so, anyway, with that, let's go ahead and start covering some basic menu functions, things going on. By the way, I'm a scientist, so I have my scan bot. Let's open up our character panel, which is the letter P by default, and this is who I am. I am currently a Dominion Draken Stalker. Obviously, Draken is Dominion. And here is the basic equipment loadout, your weapons, your shields, your different clothing articles, and different auxiliaries. Like this is for my mining. You got different ampage things and slots that augment your gear, and then you also have your costume system that's right here. Then you can look at your basic stats. These are your primary stats in WildStar, and you have 6 of them. The way this works is you'll have 3 primary stats for your DPS role, and you'll have 3 primary stats for your secondary function. The Draken, it happens to be tank. For Esper, it could be healing, so on and so forth. Oh, so there's a question of what level I am. I am currently level 11. You can see this down here at the bottom of your screen. And the little circle tells you your level. This is your experience bar. I guess we should have covered basics, right? This is my limited action set hotbar. You have your innate ability, the abilities you've unlocked to this point, your path ability, and then this is an ability that's unlocked that's also for a special ability. The max level is level 50, but currently I can only talk about things up to level 15. So if you ask me a question about something I know about that I can't tell you about, then I won't tell you. Anyway, back to your abilities. So you have 3 of these, and as you can see, there's different levels of value. Part of that's coming from my gear. Part of it is just you get a natural selection of what they consider your priority stacking. So for example, you can tell from a DPS standpoint, brutality, finesse, and moxie are my primary DPS stats. Tech, insight, and grit is all for the secondary role, which is tanking as a priority. And these are important when you're stacking gear because your milestones are listed here. As you go get points up in between your automatic points from leveling and your gear, you're going to pass these milestone marks that are going to add more to your character. So part of your planning is which milestone markers do you want to achieve, not just how much stats do you want on a specific point. So for example, if I wasn't hitting the 75, I'm not hitting the 75 points. I only have 73. If I was to tweak my character for this level, I would drop a couple of points because I only need 75 in brutality to get this marker and try and get 2 more points into this one so I could get a crit rating. So it's just little things about how you tweak and do your character that makes everything going. And this is just your primary concerns. Now you have all these secondaries stats that also affect your character. So I won't go into the details of all these different stats because we do want to run around and see some things, but I wanted to give you the basics of what you're looking at in the UI. And you have a costume system. You hit edit here, and we can take my costume off. So for example, if I want to put my costume on, I have costume pieces here. Now I'm seeing the actual gear I'm wearing. If I put the costumes back on, then I'm putting on special pieces that I've gotten just because I want the looks. So with that, we can unclutter the display a little bit for the hotbars. By reducing the number of hotbars here, you can have a max of 3. So you don't have to see that. You can minimize all of this over here if you don't want to see all this. Oops. You can minimize this down and hide it. Doesn't have to be shown. Just get rid of it all. Pretty easy. And then, but if you want to see it, you can just bring it back up. A lot of people don't like to see the tracking going on, so they will minimize this stuff and just go off their map. It's all personal choice. There are lots of add-on authors out there currently right now working pretty heavily to give you other options. But right now I am on the stock UI. Even though I have a bunch of add-ons installed, I'm not showing them to you right this second. Anyway, let's cover some more basics of the UI. Well, first of all, let's go swimming because I like to swim. Oh no, I'm swimming downstream. Notice I did not fall. I actually swam down the falls. Alright, so let's cover some other basics here. This is your codex. And so your codex is basically your information hub. And yes, you can swim up the falls. Just a sec. So, your codex is basically your hub of information. You got your quest log, your path. This is telling you all the different things that you've completed in the area, in the zone, and those that you still need to complete. Challenges. Challenges are timed events to where you have to complete certain actions in a certain amount of time. Achievements, things you've achieved. You can see there's tons of categories for achievements. It's just really crazy the number of potential achievements that you can have and whether you've completed them or not. Trade skills. Trade skills we'll get into a little bit here. You got your schematics area. Currently I'm a weaponsmith, and I'll show you a little bit more of that in a little bit. You have your tech tree, which is basically achievements for crafting that also give you more recipes. So for example, once I complete this, I unlock the ability to make these weapons. Very, very important in the planning of your crafting development schedule is, what do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on getting higher level? Do you want to try and get all the recipes? Do you want to be able to do everything? And as you get better, those things will get harder and harder. This is a basic tree. They get really complex later. And then here's the talent system for crafting. As you get talent points, you can pick and spend points to specialize your crafting process. Anyway, back to the quest log. You have quests in different ways, and so I have quests for trade skills, I have quests for the area, you can look at finished quests, you can ignore quests. Questing in WildStar is optional. Will you miss out on quite a bit of the story if you don't do quests? Yes, but everything is optional in this game. So, keep that in mind. Do you want to do the quest? Absolutely. Their story is phenomenal. Sorry, got sidetracked. Let me drink a piece of water here. Okay, let me see if I can catch up on some questions here. Lunette, no, you cannot slot 2 pass skills at a time, and you can only earn up to 3 pass skills anyway, so really it comes down to a choice of what you're doing when, but you can swap them at any time. Let's see here, another question. I am not doing key giveaways. We're here to provide information and answer questions. I almost never do giveaways on my streams. So, anyway, paths. Paths is a very intricate part of your character. Scientist provides you information about things going on, what you're doing, everything like that. And it has its own reward system by ranks. As you go through here and get a higher rank, you earn more things. NYC Playboy, I do love you, but I'm not giving you a key. That's not within my purview. I do not have keys, so I can't help you in there. Anyway, live vicariously through me. That's what you gotta do. Okay, challenges. We covered that already, so let's get out of here. Your ability system. Everybody wants to know about the limited action set. Oh, it's so limiting and I hate it. No, not true. Limited action set defines how you play your character, and you can swap it out at any time. As you can see here, you got action set builds. You can develop a build and swap between the 4 builds pretty quickly, as long as you're not in combat. Okay, as you develop these and define these, you pick your abilities based on how many you want, and also each ability, you get to spend points on it, going and improving it, and as you can see, as you get higher in the number of points spent in an ability, it opens up other stuff, which is really cool because it really can help you define not just what abilities you use, but how effective those abilities are, and mixing and matching these, number of points spent, what you use, is really going to pay off. And they're broke down by, are they your DPS builds? Or are they your support builds? So for example, if I was going to set up for tanking, I would be probably more focused up on abilities here. And so, and abilities unlock as you get higher in level, so I'm not going to highlight any of those that get higher up, but as you go here, you get to choose what abilities you want to put on your hotbar. Same thing for utility abilities, and then your path abilities. As you can see, you got 3 path abilities you can earn. So, and then lastly, you have the AMP system. The AMP system is where you truly customize your build, not necessarily the abilities you use.
You never know what the day will bring. Although part of it is probably the memory flush.
But do you want to focus more on support? Do you want to focus more on assault? Are you going to be a PvP focused person? So on and so forth. You will earn points starting at level 6 and start unlocking these trees. And putting points in these gives you stuff. So for example, I increase my brutality by 2% if I spend a point here. So it's kind of like a talent tree, and so on and so forth. The interesting thing is these quadrants here, you can't unlock these until you've spent points in both quadrants on either side of it, a certain amount of points. So that's pretty important. In another aspect and depth to your character planning you've got to take in consideration. You got your abilities, you got your amps, you got your modifications to your gear through rune crafting, you have what gear you wear, what spec you're playing. That's a whole lot of things you've got to think about in character development. So we have a pretty robust social system that includes...
Make yourself cozy. I had the best safety record of any cab 3 years running.
Hold on, sorry.
Got a little carried away celebrating that night, so, you know, they had to take the trophy back. But still...
Anyway, so your social system is broke down in a number of different things. You have your friends list. Friends are pretty obvious. But you can make account friends. Somebody you really like, you can say, hey, I want to know every tune that you have when you're online playing. You can add them. If they accept, you will now know every person, every tune that they're playing, when they're online, because they're friends. Or you can just friend an individual character. You have neighborhoods. Neighborhoods are associated with housing. We are going to take a tour up to a house here in just a little bit to give you a look at what the housing looks like, but a very brief look. But you can set up neighbors. Neighbors allow people to come to your house, not let people come to your house. Let friends that are really good neighbors actually adjust things at your house. And this is important because housing involves adventures. It involves crafting resources that respawn over time if you've planted them. You got full-on dungeons that are accessed via housing later on in the game. So there's a lot of things you can do. Guilds. Guilds are just like guilds anywhere else. And then you have circles. Circles are your loose-based common interest groups. So you don't have to be grouped with them, but you want to talk to them. You want to get together and do things with them. You create circles and you join up with that circle and you can have a conversation. So you might have your weaponsmithing organization. Only weaponsmiths can be in that circle, for an example. So that's your social system. Yeah, let's see here. You got your lore. Your lore breaks down information about everything you experience in the game. And you have different types of lore that you find. And then you have your galactic archive, and this is where you automatically get told about stuff as you come across it. So you click on one of these, and it's going to give you information to read if you want to read about it. So, anyway, this is not stuff that you have to read, but if you want to dig into the meat and potatoes of the game, here is where you're going to find out about everything you've come in contact with. You want to find out about the Chow? Well, you have to get in contact with the Chow a bunch to find out the 5 different pieces of information about them. I have not run into them, so I haven't found it all. You want to find out about Dagoon, which is a dog-type creature? You got to experience them, get exposed to them. Not all of these will be able to be found by everybody. Sometimes there's entries that are only available to a scientist, or if you're in a group with a scientist. So, that's that piece of it. There is a group finder system for battlegrounds and dungeons. There's also an ability to turn yourself on and off for PvP. And then there's also lots of stuff here. But anyway, let's play. I've done enough talking about the UI. Let's just kill something. So here's a data cube, which was one of those lore pieces I was telling you about. You would click on that and it'd tell you about it. Okay, and here, you see this has got a symbol on it. This is for my path. If I push G, click on it, push G, and my bot's going to scan it. And it's going to give me a little piece of information or a buff. Alright, Mr. Zango, you and me's going to talk. I'm a stalker, so let me stealth up. Oop, not close enough. Put a little debuff on him. Oh, let's hit him from the back. Uh-oh, he died too quick. Anyway. We need to find something a little harder to kill. He was too easy. Hoverboard. Oh, I just got a phone call. It says...
The time for action is at hand. I require someone of your talents.
Notice the voice acting does not match the quest text. It's just a little blurb that says, hey, we got something going on. But if you want to read it, you can read it. Or you can just be one of those that clicks and goes through it. Anyway. We can go out here. You can see my map is showing me when things are hostile and neutral. It'll also show you a resource node if there's one. Oh, this guy's level 12. Let's kill him. So, I'm going to stealth up. Hit my 4 to give him a debuff. Now when I hit him, I do extra damage. Hit my V to loot up. There we go. Little combat action. And you can highlight your abilities to see how much it's going to take to, or where it's going to hit and what it does. So for example here, if I want to stun this guy, I can just jump in. Piece of cake. Ooh, something else. Ooh, I'm being attacked. Oh, I'm knocked down. You guys aren't very funny monkeys. Ooh. There we go. Now this is a quest hub. You can see here, he's offering me a quest. You got a leaderboard here that's offering a difficult quest. Usually tells you groups 3 or plus. Oh, I got a quest to turn in.
The time for action is at hand. Good, good. But this is no time to rest. I require your assistance, citizen.
The conservatory needs effort.
Your
okay,
labors await.
Happy. So I unlocked a new quest. Here's one of those lore pieces I was telling you about. You click it on in here. And it's going to give you a piece of lore. So it just highlighted here. If I come over here to my lore, come down here, I just opened up a journal. And it's a piece of lore here. It told me Beyond the Fringe. So Beyond the Fringe is one of these down here. I found a piece of one of these stories. To be able to read the story, you have to collect all the pieces. Anyway, let me pause for a second, see if there's any questions. Yes, Zim, I am going to swap over to another class here just shortly. Mobs can move pretty quickly, yes. And yes, there is lots of add-ons I could turn on. Let's see if I can find something to harvest to show you how that works. I am a miner, so I'm looking for a mining node, but I'm also a farmer. So I might find a plant laying on the ground, something I want to do here. Here's something for a quest. See how it's got the mark on there? It's saying that's one of my quests. Telling me I need to do something. I am currently not using any add-ons. I have them installed, and I'll show you how that works in a second. Oh, so here's a resource. This is for farming, as you can see, trade skill farming. And to harvest this, I just hit it. Oh, do you want to play with me? Bam! And you died. You died. I am playing my favorite class. It's the Draken. I mean the Stalker, not the Draken. Stalker. Draken is the class. Oh, nice. So here's a tree. If you were to be a survivalist, you could harvest the tree. Okay, so, so this is a zone area high-level boss. This basically is a raid boss in the open world. This is Metal Maw. Metal Maw was designed as a live thing. People got together and talked with the devs and kind of developed this on the fly. As you can see, he's got 124,000 hit points. If I attack him, I'm going to die. He's a pretty tough fight. I have killed him before. He's a lot of fun, but it takes a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people. Ooh, it respawned. Oh, you can't see my level. I'm level 11. I'm sorry. Ooh, a discovery area. So discovery areas is a little place on the ground. You can click them. And it's like a little buried treasure thing. This one's going to enhance my... Ooh, I got a reinforcement. Ooh. Pirates. Aha, you pirates. I killed you. I'm sprinting. Run, Forrest! I don't need to run, but I'm running just because I can. Hoverboards do float on water, but not all mounts do. So I'm coming over here to show you the crafting table. This is if you're a Dominion, this will be your first crafting spot. As you can see here, a settler has set up a resource that you can buff yourself with. Here's another one, gives you a run speed. And here's a crafting station. This is where you would come to learn your trade skills. And here's your different trade skills that you can pick. You got your weaponsmith, your armorer, your mining, your outfitting, your survivalist, your technologist, your architect, your relic hunter, tailor, cooking, and farming. Now, cooking and farming are actually hobbies. Everyone can do those. The rest of these are trade skills, and you can only pick 2. Rune crafting is also another hobby type skill that everybody gets at level 15. I've currently picked weaponsmithing and mining because they're the best pair. Same thing with armor, you'd want to pick weaponsmithing. Outfitting, you'd want to pick survivalist, and so on and so forth. I won't go into the details of all of what the different crafts will do, but that lets you know your options. To craft, you have to click on a crafting table, and it's going to come up and show you your schematics. It's going to tell you what you need to craft it, whether you have it in your inventory, and what it's going to look like once you're done. To do crafting, you can do your preview, or you can actually craft it. Because I don't have the materials, I'm just going to preview it for you. And the way crafting works, and the UI is still under development, so don't get fast on this. It's probably going to look a lot better. But right now, the way the system works is you're going to have a default thing on your item, or they're all going to be blank and you have to pick them. what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to fill every single box with something. So up here, you're going to need to have a power, something that gives you power to all these lines. And over here, this is a purchased commodity that you just pick, if you have it, of what's going to go in it. And these are going to define what kind of stats go into that particular item. Since I don't have any materials, I can't do it. But the power core is this spot. The random stat thing would go in this spot, and then you would pick craft. Because I'm in preview, I can't even click on it to try and select it. And then you have, as you unlock things, it tells you how to unlock it. If you've unlocked it already, you can do show unlocked, you can choose show all. The other type of crafting, okay, so this is your circuit board crafting.
You happen to see a placket back there
the other
that
type of crafting
says,
is called
"Days
coordinated
since
crafting. And the
accident,
way coordinated crafting works,
9004.
it's very
Could you do me
similar,
a solid
but
and
you have
change
to
the number
discover
to
those other recipes. And
I'll
the way you do that
explain
is you
later
have a
for you.
base recipe, and then you have a sweet spot on the crafting board that tells you, will unlock these other recipes. And so we're just going to craft one. So this is what a coordinated crafting looks like. You start with your base recipe. If I hit craft right now, without doing anything, I'm going to make the default sandwich that heals me for 344.
But just between us,
However,
my
if I
being
want to
awake
hit
is
somewhere
what
out
keeps
here
the
in this
family together.
area,
How's
I
it
have the
gonna be,
potential to
Dad?
open up those two recipes they showed us. Well, you have to figure out where out here it's going to do that. And you do that by selecting additives. And additives just cost money, and they're by default. You don't have to store them. You don't have to buy them. They're part of the crafting table, but they do cost a small amount of money. And you have up to 3 things you can add. Once you add an item to put you in a direction, you cannot take it back. You have to craft the item. But you don't have to have 3. So for example, this one gets me a really big area out there where I want to go. That one gets me up there. That one goes the wrong direction, so on and so forth. And you can limit this and say, I only want to know stuff that goes that direction. Well, then you can do that. Or I only want to know stuff that goes up. Or you can do everything. So let's see here. Let's just make a sandwich, but let's see if we can try and make something. We'll go there. Now it says I'm approximately right there. But I want to be a little sweeter or a little spicier. So let's see if I can fine-tune the recipe a little bit. Let's see here. Let's go right there. And let's see if we can fine-tune it a little bit more. Right there. Why not? Let's see if I unlock a recipe. Let's see if we get lucky. Crafting. And I did. Look at that. Learn schematic sweet jerky. So now, if I go back to there, it says, this is my sweet spot for sweet jerky. So now I know it's not somewhere in here. It's inside this box. The cool thing about inside that box, when you get better at crafting, you can actually crit in your crafting and make something that's not even listed there. So anyway, because I'm already in here, I'm going to spend the meat even if I don't. So let's see here. Let's see if we can find the spicy version. Let's see here. Let's go there. Let's fine tune it down. And let's see here. I'm just going to craft it right there. Let's see. All right, recraft. I did not discover it that time. So anyway, we'll try one more time. What the heck? This is fun, and I have plenty of meat, so we might as well. So let's go there. Oops. Okay, well, I didn't mean to hit craft. I don't know what happened there. I'm bugging out. So let's just leave that. Anyway, so that's how coordinated crafting works by the circuit board crafting. Oh, I can't because my inventory is full. Well, that's crazy. No wonder I can't do nothing. Let's sell off my junk here. I can't craft it because my inventory is full. And there is a nice add-on that sells the junk for you. So, all right, now we could have crafted that. So another thing here, these are places that you would respawn if you happen to die. You have to unlock these. If you haven't unlocked them, when you die or you use your recall, if you're bound to this one, here you got a recall thing that says recall me to here. This is where I'm bound, so this is where I would return to. If I had a house, I would go to the house instead. So with that, any more questions while I fly down here to show you housing? So here is a taxi cab system. You can come up here, and if you've unlocked it, I can fly to places by spending money.
Ah, this neighborhood's
Take a
full of
ride.
dogs in a handbasket, I'll tell
Saves
you
you from
that.
running across the... Now we can get a view of
Like
the
I
show.
always tell my old lady, it ain't the years, it's the transmission.
As you can see here, like I said, this is a settler, indicating there's something there that a settler built that everybody can take advantage of.
You
Now we're
never
flying
forget your
into
first
the
fan.
main area of Darien.
I
I
forget
am
their
loving the
name and
game.
what they look
Not
like,
everything
where I
I
took
like
them,
about the
but
game,
they
but
were
the way
definitely
it's
first.
been designed and the way they're doing with it is fabulous. And I would recommend it for anybody. It's definitely worth.
Like I always tell
Look
my
at.
old lady, it ain't the years, it's the transmission.
All right, we have flown to Bloodfire Village. This is the starting area, or not the starting area, but it is the main
Don't
city
get me started.
here
They
in
don't mind
Darien.
fossil fuel so much. Once
There's your
they need a lift.
mailbox, your leaderboards. How you train is you got training machines. You come in here, and if you have abilities to purchase, you would buy them, or you can respec your amps here at a training platform.
They say speed kills, but it's actually the sudden deceleration right after that's statistically
Let's go ahead and
more hazardous. Yeah,
do what Drakens
safety
love to
tip there
do.
for you.
And let's put skulls on poles. Yes, you heard me correctly. Let's fill these up. So what these skulls are doing is they give me a reputation for doing it. You collect skulls by killing things. And when 40 skulls get placed on this altar, everybody in the zone gets a buff. Or at least everybody in town, not sure which. Never did figure out the distance. Woo! The blood rites are happening at the altar. Oh, disconnected. Ooh. Oh, cap locks. Well, that was not good. Well, you know, that happens. It is beta. Keep that in mind. So I'm going to return to Zero real quick because I wanted to show you housing, but then I'll switch over and show you some Exile gameplay because you know everybody wants to see the Exile side of things. Anyway, so we got our buff from doing the zone.
How about those free bots? As a hologram, I'm all
Uh-oh,
for
what
giving
happened to
them the
the
right to
housing
vote.
builder?
So long as they don't horn in on our ladies. Ha ha.
Okay, I'm confused now.
jokes is a topical one. Knock, knock. Now you say who's that? Oh, hello? Oh, whatever, Mac. Gee, forget about it.
I forget how to access housing from here. Okay, never mind. I feel silly now. They moved it on me. I wonder if it's over here on the other side. All right. So before I switch over to X-Housing, anybody got any other questions? I don't know what they did with the housing guy. They must have moved him to another town. All right, for add-ons, here, we'll go ahead and show you the add-on situation. You hit Options. You can click on Add-ons, and you have access to everything that they have access to. And you can change your load rules just by simply saying, hey, I want this on or not on. Like that. As you can see, I have a number of different add-ons available that I had turned off that I'm now turning on. Then you just hit Reload UI, return to the game, and now I have different add-ons installed, and then you're available to go. So anyway, there we go. So let's jump over to my Exile, because you want to see a different class. So I have a Mordash Spellslinger, all decked out. So here we are in another zone. This is Celestian. And we're here in a place where just a lot of strife and things are going on. Look at the map. I've done very little in this zone. You can see there's lots of stuff I need to do. So let's just do a couple of quests. And oh, by the way, depending on where it's at, sometimes this fire will hurt you, sometimes it won't. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. So this is a Spellslinger. He shoots guns. And my path is an Explorer. So catch and release. Fires have taken the critter's life. Rescue the critters. Alright. So to do this, I have to target the critter and hit T. Lots of different things going on here.
Challenge begins.
Oh, a challenge has popped. So we're supposed to kill a bunch of those. Okay, so we got some questions going on over here. Let me see if I can try and get them answered. Not sure what you mean by add-on support gets disconnected. By the way, I'm ignoring the challenge. Oh, there they are. You can see there's two of us here, so we helped each other out. These critters need saved. Oh, an engineer is over here. See all the bots? Alright, let me pause for a second. That's always a risk to add-ons. When the add-on author stops making them, then yes. That's no different than any other game.
Payoff complete.
And I'm going to fail my objective, but that's okay, because I can always try it again later. So, anyway, that's pretty much what we had going on. What else would you guys like to see? As you can see, I got a ton of objectives going on right here. I don't know if I can access PvP. We can try it. Wrong one.
Challenge failed.
We'll queue up. No guarantees. Yeah, I'll do that later. Let's just run across the zone. Housing, yes. Housing. I would like to show housing. I need to go back to my other character to do the housing.
Yeah, you know, my last gig was on a mud world. But I just felt like
PvP doesn't really work like
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
Open world PvP, yes, you can turn it on. Yes, you can fight people, but they have to have PvP turned on also, which means there's no ganking. Because they're ready for it.
Interplanetary negative power coupling protocols? Don't get me started.
There are plans to be PvP for servers, that is correct.
Yes, I have a lot of junk in my trunk and it spews out constantly without notice. It's a broken latch and not fodder for cruel and juvenile innuendo. Please! Humans, don't get me started. Do they actually think flashing me a little
We're
like
just taking an aerial view, looking around, enjoying the scenery.
Ah, this neighborhood's gone to the dogs in a handbasket, I'll tell you that.
Some serious activity going on over here. Looks like some terraforming, trying to turn the savannah into a lush area. Ooh.
That's human, huh?
Pirate ship landed in the area.
We hollow cabbies just have serial numbers. But since you and I have got such a, you know, a good rhythm and everything, you can call me Stinky. Ah, this neighborhood's gone to the dogs in a handbasket, I'll tell you that.
You would speak to me. Off you go. A tardy guest is an unwelcome guest.
Alright, let's see if we can find our way to housing.
Sometimes for fun, I let someone who's had a few too many get in me and drive them around perfectly. Just to mess with the heads. My old lady's always riding me.
Actually, I am playing on the beta server. There is no press server. We are just limited on what we can show you and what we can talk about. We're just flying around town here trying to get back to town. Don't commit crime in town, the big robots will knock you out. Oh, that's right. So ask me some questions. I'm just flying around in here for showing things off here. There's the housing guy. So in here gives you a preview of housing stuff that you can put in your very own house. Even a mock cut out of the house. Let's go up in here and take a look at a house. These are all stuff that you can end up having in your house if you buy the money or find it. And here's the... I must not be high enough level to go to housing. Interesting. So I can't show you housing until I level. Well, at least you got a preview of what housing looks like. Available by Protostar. As you can see there, there's a house up there. Unless I... Interesting. Sorry about that. So we did cover character creation earlier, but I can go back out to it again. Because that's pretty much all I had to show off. So let's just make a new tune and go to the Ark ship. What do you think? Nice looking warrior. Let's customize him, randomize him up. He looks cool. Oh, you want an Orin? Fine. You guys are so picky. Pink hair? He's awesome. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Nope, that's a dude. That was not a girl. That was a dude.
I'm sorry, sir. Our last jump to the Nexus system overloaded the reactor in that section. This ship is more than 3 centuries old. And...
Just find that cryopod. She's got to be there. Sadie. Sadie Brightland.
I know the name, Mr. Brightland.
Just call me Deadeye. Now quit arguing and get my wife out of cryo.
Internal sensors are out. Ship's records are unreliable at best. Wait, I think I found it. Functioning pod. Firing up the retrieval system. Magnetic clamps released.
Lucky for you, you found her. Sadie darling. Hey! Hey, be careful!
Sorry. The hydraulics are leaking. Hold on. Damn. The records were wrong. This isn't her. She's in a different silo.
Fine. Then whoever you just woke up is gonna help me track her down.
Reanimation nearly complete. All vitals look solid.
Good. We're gonna need every able-bodied exile we got.
Dun dun dun! So this is how you start out. We are on Arc ship. I won't do very much of this because I don't want to spoil it for you, but basically, you come up here, you start doing quests. As you can see here, I have a single ability. And just to prove to you, this is a guy. Alright. Let's do a quest.
I ain't one to ask for help, but I got no damn choice. You're gonna do this, and do it
Oh
fast.
no, his wife is stuck. Can we help him out? So the wonderful thing about this game also is there's extra flavor to things besides just doing the quest. You can also ask for more information, more questions. Oh, so your wife's name is Sadie and she's pregnant. Oh my gosh. We're more concerned. We really need to help him out. What's needed here? The cryo bays have gone to hell. Oh no! Let's help him out.
Don't fail on this one,
They're
friend.
either stuck in the cryopods or sick. Wow, this is bad.
Screw this up.
So besides just gathering your quest, you can get a whole bunch of background information if you really want to see it and do it. So here we are. Yes, I'm gonna help your wife because you gave me all this story. So he's gonna tell us, hey, come down here, help me out, let me do something. And here we are on the inside of the Arc ship. And it says, oh, we gotta click on this. And you can right click or you can use the F key to activate things.
Sadie, can you hear me? Everything's gonna be okay.
We're saving her. Hurry! Uh-oh. We have short-circuiting stuff. Don't step in the red circles. Or do. What happens if we step in the red circle? What happens? Oh no! We're gonna get that. Oh! Don't stand in the red. Gotcha. So as you can see here, it says we can just right-click on it, or we can hit our F to activate it.
She ain't looking too good. She's got the cryo sickness. We need to get her to medbay, and fast.
Get her to medbay. Okay. Ride the tram. Follow them. Let's go. And as you can see here on the mini map, it's telling you where our thing is. You can see all these sick people around. Everybody's having troubles. Let's ride the tram. Jump up on the tram.
Hang on, Sadie.
Now we're going to get some backstory as we ride the tubes.
Gotta admit, friend, I'm surprised we made it this far. Us exiles, we've been on the run from the Dominion for a long time. And this old ship's on her last leg.
So you use WASD to move. You use the number keys to attack, but you don't have to be targeted on the enemy unless it's one of those type of abilities. Most of them are freeform targeting, so you can just shoot, for example, into the air.
Looks like we're here.
You get bonuses for hitting multiple things, so lining up and doing all that would be good. Actually, I don't have a weapon right now, so I can't do it. We're going to save her and get our weapon. We're into the med bay.
I await your words with bated breath.
I fear your work is not.
Cure Sadie's sickness, we must collect medicine. Okay, let's do that. But first we need a weapon. Let's get a weapon.
Don't waste any more time now.
So, we're gonna open up our inventory, right-click our weapon. We now have a weapon, and we can attack things. Now, here we go. If I highlight this, it tells me I can shoot pretty far. And to attack, just tap 1. That's all there is to it. So double tapping will make you do a double jump. That's a single jump. That's a double jump.
Tell me something I want to hear. I owe you one, friend. That's something I take.
Have a drink on me. Yay, we saved her. Hooray, we're heroes. Okay, I got time for a couple more questions. This is all I really wanted to show you for this evening.
Ready or not, there's work to do. That's the spirit.
But never fear, I will be back on MMORPG.com here throughout the rest of the month, as long as they let me do the shows. I'll probably do daily or every other day shows about WildStar, showing you more specific stuff. But feel free to ask any of the questions that you would like. There's a number of us that have press release passes to be able to stream for you. But I hope you got a nice introductory taste to WildStar to give you a feel of how it is. Let me know what specifically you would like to see. I will be prepared to actually take you to a housing plot next time, probably tomorrow. And also we might try and take a look at some PvP, since I wasn't really ready for that. So with that said, a couple more questions and then I'll get out of here for a little bit. I might be back a little later to do some more streaming for you. It just depends on how things go and how things are. Anyway, so be sure to follow me. By the way, if you are really into WildStar and you want to earn a patch, go over to Twitter and find me, and there's a contest right now to earn yourself a WildStar patch. You just have to declare your side. Who do you want to be? These are made by me. So, anyway, let's see here. Let me check out the questions here. What do we got? Raids are 20 and 40 man? Yes. There's also adventures for 5-mans, dungeons, so on and so forth. My Twitter is Chief Sarcan, just like it is listed up above. Let's see here. Path quests, depending upon the cap, we'll cover that later. Explorers, find things, do things, open things up. Actually, we can go take a look at some more path quests. I got a few more. So let's go here. Back to my stalker.
Talk out of town. Talk.
So we're gonna use my recall to go right back where we were at for testing, and we'll do a couple more path quests, so on and so forth.
But I just felt.
Once you open up housing, you would do the same thing to go to your house. So as we said, we returned here to our area. These are the path quests. So it's telling me I need to go over here or over there. These are regular quests saying go over here, do that. You can also click on this. It tells you what I want to do is scan security checkpoints to complete the class quest, and I'll activate a tier 1 fab kit once I find it.
So I get there in 10 minutes flat. And then she's all, what's the rush?
So the question has been answered. Is this free to play? No, it is a pay to play game. And yes, there will be a cred system which allows you to use in-game currency to purchase a time card basically from another player who's purchased game time with real money, and there's an exchange system for that. So let's see here. Let's kill some more things. Backstabbing under stealth gives me extra damage. Bam! There we go. See ya. Ooh. Is that a mining node? Oh, here we go. I can show you how to mine. So here's a resource node, as you can see on the mini-map. The resource nodes look like little diamond things. Currently, they're the same for every resource, but later on, they'll be broken out by trees, rocks, so on and so forth. And then I can hit my mining laser and see if it... And I get my little ore. If you get lucky, that ore will try and run away from you, and then you have to fight it. So as you can see here, here's another of the... Oh! What did I get attacked by? Oh, you! Got attacked by a vicious monkey. If I had my scanner bot out, I can scan that as part of my path quest. Send him over there. So my level is 11. Sorry, next time I'll adjust the thing so it's not covering that up. The you can't see it here, but the level is right here on the bottom toolbar. Let's see here. Also have a collection mission. It says I'm 60% now. I got to find some more of these guys laying on the ground. If I was an explorer, some of these grates would actually be accessible, and I could go underground into a new area. Since I'm a scientist, I can't do that, but I'm finding out lots of information about stuff by scanning these type of things. So I send my bot over here, and as I scan this stuff, I may already be complete with this one.
Mission.
Oh, welcome to level 5. So I just hit path level 5. By doing that, and it's going to tell me, oh no, that I now got a new stationary scan bot. I got a festival tier kit as an award, and I got a reputation gain booster ability instead of just this clarity elixir as part of my path system. Every time you level, you'll get that little pop-up, and you'll get this list of the new abilities that are available to you, and you can just clear them all and go away. As you can see here, I can't open this hatch, but it says it's a closed hatch. An explorer could. Let's see here. Let's find a group of mobs and have some fun. See if we can get a couple of these guys going here, just to make life interesting. Come here, guys. Let's play. Oh, you hit me, but I can stun. Double kill. Oh yeah. I got an achievement for that. Nice. Ah, mailbox. Not that I have one, but a settler put up a mailbox. Nice of them. So here's a settler's path. So you were asking about the path missions. They would have missions to open up stuff and build stuff for people to use, where mine is to scan things, find out information as a scientist, and the warrior does lots of different types of assault missions, beating stuff up, that type of thing. Anyway. What do we got over here? Sparrow vine for a farmer. A little bit more gameplay here for you. Thunder, seeing that. So now that I have an add-on, I now have a junk button. Before I didn't have the add-on on, I couldn't click that and just sell my junk. But since I turned the add-on on, I do. Ooh, pomegranate. Yes, that was a hoverboard trick. Basically, it's a double jump. See if we can swim upstream. Ooh, the current's kind of strong. Notice how the water is pushing us downstream. I'm trying to swim upstream. It's just the current's too fast. If it was a slower stream, I might be able to actually swim up the falls. But it's pushing me down because it's too hard. So I got experience for finding a new place on the map. Basically, I opened up my map, and so I got experience. Every time you get to a certain area, you get experience. It wasn't for just going down the path. It was because I opened up another quadrant of the map. There are some falls that I could swim up. Ooh, an overgrown plant. Let's go get that. Can't jump out of water while you're swimming.
The moment is at hand. Waste no more time.
Back here. Overgrown sparrow vine. When you find overgrown plants, this is how you normally get seeds for farming. So when we get to housing, you can plant those seeds and grow more sparrow vine. So we chop those down and hopefully get some seeds, and we did. Blade leaf seeds, look at that. You won't always get seeds out of overgrown, but you're more likely to get seeds out of an overgrown plant than a normal plant. Let's see here. I'm just flying around right now, letting you guys see different artwork and styles of Dehradun. And if you're an explorer, I believe there's a quest involved with this tree. Normally you would not do this on a hoverboard, but I'm just being cocky. Woohoo! So now if you were an explorer and you got up here, you would actually have you would have achieved an objective and completed a mission. Since I am not an explorer, that item is not here. So I did not get the achievement, but I still climbed the tree. So, and I did it on a hoverboard, no less. So, let's see here. Bonsai! This will probably kill me. Oh, so close to death. Yes. Oh, I found another taxi cab. Another lore item. I'm level 11. So this guy here is actually an adventure mission.
Looks to be fair skies for flying today.
If I accept that, I get in the ship and I go do something. I'm not going to do that right now. I haven't unlocked this taxi, so we'll unlock it. So now I've unlocked another taxi area. There is a low-level bracket for PvP. There's a true jumping puzzle. That I think everybody's good for. Let's show you a jumping puzzle that's good for everybody. You get to the bottom of this tree, it wants you to get to the top of the tree in a certain amount of time. I guess not. I guess they made it only for Explorer. But this would be a time jumping puzzle that has two aspects. One is getting up and one is getting down. An explorer would actually get a boost from that that allows them to jump up to that next level. I can't reach it because I'm not an explorer. Anyway. Plants that will hurt you. Hey guys. What's up? There we go. Oh, I got a fab kit. So I just got a fab kit, which is a component needed to build a whirlwind on my lab. Look at that. Random drop for housing. Nice. Okay, with that, that is all I have time for tonight. I would love to stay for more, but be sure to follow me, tune in. And we will see you again real soon. You guys all have a great night. Thanks for coming out. Love the WildStar. And look for me again really soon. You guys have a great night. It's been awesome.